Hello and welcome to the Public Speaking Enrichment Lesson Plan Overview. The objective for the public speaking lesson, we will focus on speech delivery. The objectives are to enhance communication skills, leadership abilities, poise, and professionalism. Also to gain the overall confidence, to increase comfort level in social situations, and develop networking skills for college and career readiness. The materials that you will need for this lesson are game cards and a reflection sheet. So the lesson plan is broken down into the do now, work period, and the closing. In the do now, you're going to simply pose the question, what is speech delivery? The students can have about 2 minutes to answer this question, and you're going to then move on to providing them the answer if they're unable to arrive at a plausible definition, which is the presentation of the speech you have researched, organized, outlined, and practiced. And so then I want you to move into the work period. Read and review speech delivery informational text. And so there are informational text worksheets that the students will be able to go over, and it provides them just some information on the types of speech delivery and what are some components in effective delivery of speech during public speaking instances. So the speech delivery game, I'm going to go over this game, and I wanted it to be very engaging and actually for students to be active participants in analyzing the different aspects of speech delivery. So each student will take a card, and they're going to practice bad speaking habits that are printed on the card. So they're only going to have one particular habit, and they're going to read or recite the excerpts from the following choices. So they have the breakthrough Atlanta affirmations they can choose from, the song Old Town Road, the lyrics from that, or Baby Shark. And so it's really funny because they're going to have to act out these actual habits using excerpts from the song. And I would suggest to only limit it to about 30 seconds or less. After they're going to ask the class to guess which bad habit that they noticed the student was articulating, and that you can make it fun, split them into teams, and give them points to those who guessed correctly. So I'm going to go over the speech delivery game with you. So once again, you're going to have game cards. They're going to already be cut for you. And on the cards, it's going to go ahead and tell the students how to play. This is for you. The overall outcome is for students to be more aware of bad speaking habits when they act them out in a fun and relaxed way. Remember to avoid these habits when speaking in front of a class or speaking at a social function or in a professional setting. It's a great way to kind of ease their attention about public speaking. It's a dreaded course for some, and some people actually are great public speakers. Some of these students in particular, they will benefit from this as they move into higher education and they seek opportunities, and we want to make sure that we are best preparing them for this. And so quickly, these are the different cards they'll have. So you speak with a monotone voice, your face remains expressionless, you read directly from your notes, your voice drops low at the end of every sentence, you gesture too wildly, your gestures do not match what you're saying. So the affirmation, for example, is something that is supposed to be motivating, to be actually persuasive, to ensure that the audience in which you are presenting this breakthrough affirmation knows that you are geared and ready to go to college. And so if a student is looking sad or exhibiting, features that may seem like they are apathetic, that is something that would be a suggestion for that particular card. You make eye contact with the teacher alone. And so I want you all to not go ahead and kind of guide the students. You can do it one-on-one, very briefly, the facilitator and the volunteer, but just give them some time to actually look at their card and practice the lines that they're going to speak. They can actually say it from verbatim. Some of them know, but I chose those three, the affirmation, Baby Shark, and Old Time Road, because it's kid friendly and we can't too far deviate from the code of conduct. And if we give them the leisure of choosing, it could go left. Okay, so they have lots and lots of choices that they can choose. I know I'm not doing a great example by saying a lot, but again, it's a great way for them to practice speech delivery. So after they finish, I want the students to kind of practice guessing what type of bad habit that the student who is up presenting is expressing, and you could close the session by just reviewing the game, giving them the purpose, and asking them, why do you think we went over speech delivery? Allow a couple of students to even act out the delivery card again, but with the appropriate delivery. So if their face remains expressionless, have them use facial expressions that show excitement, that show passion when they're saying, Baby Shark or Old Town Road if they're excited because it's a fun song. After, if time permits, the last 5 minutes of class, of course, allow them to do a writing reflection, which is how can delivery impact the message a person intends to convey to their audience. So I really want them to understand that your delivery at times can impact the message. And that is the overall overview of the public speaking lesson plan. If you have any questions, any suggestions that you want to create or add to the lesson plan, please, just review them with me, and I'm open to all suggestions to make this engaging. Thank you.